The most accessible 2-minute Griffin farming team that I've been able to come up with for the hard Doom Tower floor 90 thankfully only uses free champions, login champions, and fusion champions. So in today's video, we're going to go over exactly that, the builds and the masteries, as well as a really last minute giveaway that is being done on Discord right now. So if you're watching this, make sure you go join my Discord and participate. There's only 90 minutes left for this. So all that said, let's get right to it. For the giveaway, what you want to do is to join my Discord right now. A link is available in the description section below, as well as the comment section below. You will be greeted by the welcome screen right here. Once you've read through this, or maybe just read it later, click the reaction button at the bottom here. It will unlock all the rest of the channels. Once that is done, then you go into the raid giveaways right here and you click that reaction button to participate. So again, this is literally taking right now. Okay, so take a break from watching the video, go do that, and then come back to watching it. So now here we go with our really fast Griffin run, which uses a Drexstar, a Krila Witch Arm, a Sile of the Drakes, we have Yorndig, and we have the newly acquired Ninja, which is absolutely amazing for this. So I just put this together. It's my first attempt at trying to get under 2 minutes, and it worked. I did even get slightly better than the run that you're going to see right here. Of course, it would be even faster if we had more nukers. I think I've seen teams that use like Trunda and Elenarl, but I don't have those champions. I was trying to make something that's a little bit more accessible for you guys. The crowd control here is somewhat important, so you are at the mercy of Sile of the Drakes landing that AoE stun, as well as the AoE provoke here from our Drexstar. My Drexstar is not fully booked, as you guys will see in a second, but all the other champions are. Okay, so this is not exactly beginner friendly, but let's face it, it does take a while before you guys get to that boss. Okay, so I'm not going to say free to play, I'm not going to say free to play gear, I'm just going to say overall accessible champions. You guys can do this eventually, assuming you got some of these fusion champions. All right, so it's something to work towards is what I'm saying. Drexstar in the lead for that accuracy aura is great. We have Yorndig basically there to nuke the waves. At this point, if he dies, I don't really care. Then we have a Ninja, which is our specialist killer for the Griffin here. He is absolutely amazing for this. I literally put my Rotos aside for a Ninja instead because I think he is much better for this. But he does have relentless gear with insanely high resistance and pretty good accuracy as well, specifically for this. I would not use Ninja in the clan boss with this current setup. I don't think it would exactly work, but overall, this is the concept right here, right? So Ninja is basically totally destroying the Griffin boss, and I think it's pretty amazing. I even had 2 Rotos in here before. My runs were about 4-minute longs. Now they're about 2 minutes. Of course, this will vary depending on your PC, for example. So you might want to look at the turn count as a better indication as to how quick this could be on your device. So we're certainly not getting some world records with this, but 66 turns for this one. My best one was 58. I take that back. Actually, 55 turns was my best one so far. Apparently, it just kept working in the background, and eventually I got a much better one. So it does put me in first place for my own clan. As for the global rankings, obviously not even close, right? People are rocking 31 turns here. We do have Elenarl with a reset, but again, this is not exactly extremely accessible, right? With the Seer in there and whatnot. Here we have a Trunda, here we have an Ithos, here we have 2 Trundas. So overall, I'm gonna say that this is probably the most accessible team that I've been able to see so far for a reasonable time. Okay, so again, we're not setting world records, but at least we're going pretty fast. All right, now let's quickly go over the champion builds, starting with a Drexstar Blood Twin. So he is geared for this for many other hard Doom Tower applications, which is why he's rocking relatively high resistance, 378, and accuracy is at 265. But don't forget, we have the aura. The speed here is also relatively important. You do want some HP on this guy, some defense for him to survive. In a lifesteal set, I found this to be the most useful across the board. A resistance chest with a resistance banner. You might be able to swap this depending on if you don't have enough accuracy or resistance, but overall, you're going to see a pattern here of those chest pieces. Like I said, no skills are done. For the masteries, we have Giant Slayer for the tier 6 into the support tree. Up next is our Yorndig expert nightmare campaign farmer on my account, rocking 4-piece of cruel, 2-piece of crit damage for a total stats of 6,200 attack, 170 speed, 99% crit rate, 261% crit damage, accuracy. I don't care about it all that much, although a little bit more might help. To do this, I do have an attack percent chest, attack percent boots, and we do have an attack banner, which is why the accuracy is a little bit low. 5-star crit damage gloves, of course. 6-star here would be a little bit better. All of his skills are done. Okay, he's that good. And then for the masteries, we are rocking this right here with Helm Smasher for the tier 6. We're also using this right here, Whirlwind of Death, and the Spirit Haste. This is to ensure we lap the enemies when we're farming the Nightmare campaign. Up next is the free champion and Ninja. Absolutely amazing. I did gear him for the clan boss, but then I re-geared him specifically for this. I don't know if this is going to be his final build, but for the time being, this is what worked for me. So we have Relentless with 2 pieces of perception, relatively low attack. It's not exactly what I'm going for. Decent amount of HP, decent amount of speed, maybe even a little bit more would be better. More crit rate, more crit damage would be better, but overall this is really what you're going for. So high speed, relentless, high resistance, and accuracy. To do this, we have a resistance chest and accuracy banner. You could easily swap these. We have a crit damage amulet. To be honest, maybe go for defense or HP in the beginning if you just want him to survive the Griffin. As for the ring, kind of the same concept here. A mixed bag is good for this. All the skills are done on this guy. I think he's worth it. And then for the masteries, we have this right here. Okay, so War Master for the tier 6 into more counter attack as much as possible, along with the Krila for the allies joint attack. This seems to be the best setup. After that, we have Krila Witch Arm, which is in my clan boss team, at least for some of the affinities. So she's still rocking the reflex set with 2 pieces of cruel. We are trying to go for some pretty good offensive stats on this champion. She does die relatively quick against the Griffin, but as long as she can do part of her job in the beginning while he's not too strong, good enough. All right, so I'm not going to optimize this gear for the Griffin because it's needed for the clan boss. So 3.2k attack, 220 speed. This is really important. At least 70% crit rate because she has the crit rate buff. Crit damage, we have 238%, and accuracy, we have 254%, which I assume the debuffs are okay-ish for the Griffin as well. But for the clan boss, you don't really need all that all that accuracy. As for the chest piece on her, it's the attack percent. We have an accuracy full of the banner. We do have crit damage here and some HP for the ring. Refresh accessories is kind of what I was going for because you do want her to do her skills as often as possible. And then for the masteries, we have War Master for the tier 6. Cycle of Magic, Lasting Gifts, and Evil Eye. Life Drinker, not that important, but overall kind of just really basic. Finally, our login champion, Sile of the Drakes, also in Relentless gear, absolutely clutch on my account for the hard Doom Tower, especially some of the boss fights, all right? So overall, we're going for the stats here as well. So high speed, high resistance, and high accuracy. As for the defense, HP, and like the offensive stats, of course, more would be better, but I think the crucial part here is the speed and the resistance. Also good for, let's say, Iragoth the dragon, which I use her there as well, or I used to use her there as well. Maybe I can switch it up and do something better now, but overall this is why she has really high resistance. As for her skills, they are all done. She's well worth it. And then for the masteries, we have War Master for the tier 6, and then into the defense tree here with a Cycle of Revenge and also Deterrence. So she has some turn meter control on her A1 and the decreased speed, which can be important for the Griffin as well. So overall, that is it. Those are the champions that I used for this team. So very quick build this morning. Don't forget to go participate on the giveaway. We might have more giveaways on my Discord server, so there certainly is a reason for you guys to join. Also, a lot of players in there who are willing to give you guys some help for your account, perhaps some builds and whatnot. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.